I was so excited because I wanted to share a video today with you guys at the gym that is in my building where usually nobody's here. I came here a couple times and nobody comes, and I just want to share amazing things with you guys because I'm really inspired. And while I'm doing this, I wanted to walk while I was making this video, but instead of being walking, I'm going to be doing this because today I didn't really show up for the gym. My camera fell. It's not the first time, it's happened a few times already. I tried for like a good amount of minutes to make it work while I was doing the walking, but it's okay. So I hope that the video goes well. I know, I don't know if I shared before something that happened to me one time when I was really scared on a flight. I was about to fly and I was really scared, just overthinking what happens if I get into a airplane crash. Like, what if it crashes? And my mom started and my mind started to imagine everything, like what the crash will look like, what my family will be grieving, like everything. And I'm like, I can't really let my mind do this to me, so why am I thinking this? And so somehow out of nowhere, I hear a thought that says, if you knew that you were not going to die in a airplane crash, how many airplanes would you have taken? How many flights would you have done? And I was like, that's the best question I could ever ask. And so now my biggest struggle in life has been, what do I want to do of my life? What do I want to do of my life? What do I want to accomplish? How do I want my life to be like? What makes me happy, etc. And also making my thoughts more positive, more productive, my decisions better, more aligned with what I want, right? I don't want this to fall again, so. And so I thought, why not thinking the same thing? If you knew that your life was not going to be a failure, which is not a good word to have in your dictionary of your whole mind, if you knew that you were not going to be a failure, why do you still worry? Why do you still procrastinating? Why do you still not doing the things that you want to be doing? You know? And sometimes I feel like, yes, I'm 100% responsible for everything that happens in my life and for, well, not everything, but every decision I make, etc., right? But not all of it, it's in your control. Not all of it. So let's say before coming to this world, God had already a plan for you, an amazing plan. Why do you still worried? And people worry, why are they still worried? I think I meant to say, why are you still worrying? So some people think that they're too old, think I'm too young, I'm too talented for this, I'm not talented enough for that, this doesn't make me happy, this is not me, I could do better in a different country, I could do better with a different language, anything, right? And it's like, you're just overthinking your life. When you were a kid, you didn't question everything that happened into your life. You didn't judge everything that happened, right? At least that was my case. When I was young, I wouldn't judge myself. I would run and I would think I'm the fastest runner, but not because I was comparing myself, because of how it felt to run with my body. And then year by year, I stopped doing exercise, stopped running, and I became slower. But then I don't know, I feel like everything shifts when you become a teenager. That's like such a key point of life that I started having very, very wrong beliefs that they're still in there. I think that they're still in there because sometimes I'm surprised about how you can think of, no, I'm not gonna make it, this is not good for me, or I could do better, why did I do this life? Why did I make these decisions? And it's like, why are you so worried, so overthinking this? And so I told myself, if you knew that you are not gonna be 80 years old and regretting every single decision, why are you doing that now with 27, right? So the only people that you should be making proud is your 87 years old you and the 8-year-old you. And in the between is the trust the process. Trust the process. But it's true, if you don't work it out, if I don't make these videos, if I don't show up for myself, it gets scary. And so I start over here. All right, anyways, the point is, if you knew that you were going to be successful, if you knew that you were going to live the life of your dreams, if you knew that in 1 year everything is going to change for better for yourself, that you're now in a tough time, but it's gonna be better, it's gonna change, why do you worry? Would you still worry? It's like such a waste of time and energy if you knew that you were going to make it. So that's the point. And I can't keep recording like this because my phone keeps falling. So I'll get better equipment for next time, and I would love to see you on my next video. Bye.